What up, everyone? Reese Morgan here from Spiral Up Fitness. How we all doing tonight? Tuesday evening. I'm coming from Perth, Western Australia, Australia. Hope everybody's had an amazing start to their week and is having an amazing Tuesday as well. I know it's pretty late here, 9 o'clock in Australia, but I had a thought that struck me and I have to share it. You all know, a lot of you know me, know where I've come from, know what I've done, know where I've been, and know that my history is drug and alcohol addiction. The worst drug addiction that I had was definitely methamphetamine. And, I spent a lot of years trying to quit. And it wasn't until I realized what was holding me back from quitting, what was stopping me from quitting, that I was actually able to quit, to remove the drugs from my life. I tried to quit many times and relapsed for years and years and years. I would quit and I would give up for a little while and then do my best to get away from it. And, I would always end up back smoking meth and destroying my life again. And it wasn't until I understood and did a lot of personal development and come across something called the law of association. So the law of association basically states that you are the average of the 5 people you spend the most time with. And your life will look like the lives of the people that you spend the most time with. And once I understood this law of the universe, this is a fundamental law of the universe that a lot of people don't know about. You are the average of the 5 people you spend the most time with. If you spend your time with people who drink and smoke and like to party, you will be somebody who drinks and smokes and likes to party. If you spend your time with people who are positive and motivated and eat healthy and like to train and work out, then you will also be a person who is positive, motivated, likes to eat healthy, train and work out. If you spend your time with drug addicts and alcoholics, you will be a drug addict and an alcoholic. The law of association, you can't fuck with it. It's impossible. You cannot spend your time, the majority of your time, with 5 people who are doing something you don't want to do and not do it yourself. Eventually, it's going to go one of either 2 ways. You're eventually going to fall back into that pattern that you don't want to be in, or you will remove yourself from this group of people. So the law of association, for those of you that are just joining me, hey Stephen, hey Dustin, hey Julie, good to see you, Julie. Hope you liked my post this morning. So the law of association, for those that are just joining me, is you are the average of the 5 people you spend the most time with. So if you're trying to achieve something in life, if you're trying to step away from the crowd, if you're trying to stop eating junk food and stop drinking, stop doing drugs maybe, and you're hanging around, the 5 people that you spend the majority of your time with are people that are engrossed in habits that you don't want to be doing, then you're shooting yourself in the foot. Those people are stopping you from achieving what you want to achieve. So it wasn't until I realized that I was surrounding myself with meth addicts, people who were doing drugs and alcohol, then that's what was dragging me back in. It wasn't until I realized this. Hey Cole, hey Gracie, how you doing? It wasn't until I realized and understood the law of association that I was able to really finally quit and finally give up the drugs and give up the alcohol and give up the things that were dragging me down. Now, the law of association works on both levels. The law of association works on the level of if you spend the majority of your time with the 5 closest people who are going to drag you down, you'll eventually be dragged down to their level. But it also works on the point of if you spend the majority of your time with 5 people who are doing better than you, who are more successful in life, who have what you want, it's simply impossible for you to spend the majority of your time with these people and not start to experience the type of success that they are experiencing. The law of association also states that you will earn around about the same amount of income as the 5 people closest to you also. So your 5 closest friends, think about your 5 closest friends that you spend the most of your time with. Those people will all earn around the same amount of income that you earn. So the law of association will determine income level. It will also determine habits. It will determine your path in life. That light's a bit annoying, isn't it? That's right. So the law of association will determine your path in life. It will determine your results. It will determine what you want to achieve. And if you're watching this and you're somebody who's trying to achieve something, who's trying to step away from the crowd and really go out there and make something of your life, understanding the law of association can help you break free from what's holding you back. You may have people in your life, you may have friends and family that are negative, that don't believe in your dreams, that are engrossed in habits each day that you don't want to be doing, but because they're your friends and you don't want to let them go, you're being dragged back down to their level. And the law of association is so powerful for determining what path your life will take, because we as a society, we want to fit in, we want to be accepted. And when you are hanging around 5 people, your 5 closest friends, and they're doing what you don't want to be doing, trying to step away from that crowd is really hard. It's fucking hard, because they may not mock or ridicule you, but they'll say things like, "What are you doing, bro? You know, what you're changing, man. Like, who are you trying to be? Blah, 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 blah," right? Come and drink with us. Come and smoke with us. Come and party. And you still enjoy those things, so you will get dragged back down to that level, and it will stop you from going out and achieving what you really want to achieve. So am I saying that if you've got toxic people in your life, even if they may be your best friends, that you need to remove them to achieve success? Yeah, I am. If you've got people in your life that are dragging you down via the law of association, hey, for those of you that are just joining me, the law of association states that you are the average of the 5 people you spend the most time with. Okay, so if you spend your time with drug addicts, alcoholics, people who like to party, you will be a drug addict, alcoholic, somebody who likes to party. If you spend your time with healthy, fit, motivated people, you will be a healthy, fit, motivated person. The law of association will determine your path in life. It's impossible for you to not be the average of the 5 people you spend the most time with. Impossible. Like, it's impossible to, on earth, defy the law of gravity. It is a law, a fundamental law of the universe, the law of association, just as fundamental as the law of gravity. You will be the average of the 5 people you spend the most time with, no matter what. So if your group of friends right now are doing what you don't want to be doing with your life, it's going to be impossible for you to start breaking out and making something of your life whilst you surround yourself with these 5 core people. So understanding this law and understanding that sometimes to achieve success, sometimes to achieve what you want in your life, you got to cut some people out. You got to remove some of the, is that best friend dragging you down? Is your core group of friends stopping you from achieving what you want to achieve? Are they? How important are your goals to you? How important is the success that you want to achieve in life? Because if it's that important to you, you need to understand now that you will not become the person you want to become if the 5 people you spend your most time with are not the type of people you want to become. And it wasn't until I understood this fundamental law that I was able to quit drugs and quit alcohol and remove people from my life that I didn't want that I knew that I wanted in my life. Don't get me wrong. I had to remove some best friends. I had to remove people that I really enjoyed hanging out with. But what I wanted to achieve was more than that. And it was hard. And they hated on me. And they were like, "You've changed," you know? And I was like, I have changed, yeah. What I want out of my life is more than, more than these people can imagine. And while I surrounded myself with those 5 core people, I knew that I wasn't going to be able to create the life that I wanted to create for myself. So, once again, if the 5 core people that you hang out with right now, your core group of friends, are not the type of people that you envision yourself being, if they drink, if they smoke, if they party, if they waste their time on shit that doesn't fucking matter, and you want to go out and make something of your life, you're not going to be able to do that whilst being surrounded by those people. It's fundamentally, it's impossible. The law of association determines that you are the average of the 5 people you spend the most time with. If you want success, go and spend more of your time with 5 successful people. If you want to be fitter and healthier and have a better body, make sure you surround yourself with people that are fit and healthy and have better bodies than yourself. Whatever you want to achieve in life, go out and find 5 people that have achieved that and start spending the majority of your time with those people, because the law of association is one of the largest and most concrete, I guess you could say, determining factors of what you will achieve in your life. It will determine whether you get the success you want or whether you're dragged back down by a group of people that you like and you love, and they like you too. But knowing the law of association, you must make the hard decision. You must cut some fucking people out of your life. Cut that person that's dragging you down. Oh, but he's my best friend. Is he? Or is he just somebody that needs to go so you can achieve the success that you want to achieve? Sometimes, once we understand this law of association, you got to make that hard decision. And I would still be a meth addict to this day if I didn't learn how to make that decision. I would still be drinking alcohol and getting pissed and be working in a full-time job that I hated if I was still surrounding myself with people who were getting pissed, working in full-time jobs that they hated, and smoking drugs. And I decided to cut people out of my life, and it changed my life. I decided to start spending my time with people who were more successful than me. I got a mentor. I listened to audios and surrounded myself with people more successful than myself, who were making more money, who were doing things with their life that they wanted to do. And by the law of association, I started to become the average of these 5 people that I spent my time with. I removed the drop kicks, the people that were my best friends. I had to remove one of my best friends who I spent every single weekend with, and I fucking loved the dude, and we had so much fun together. And it was hard to say, look, I'm not going to hang out with you anymore, because that's not the path I see for my life. And it was hard and it hurt, right? But knowing the law of association, I knew what I needed to do. I understood that this person needed to go because I was not going to achieve what I wanted to achieve with him and that group of friends in my life. So the reason I'm doing this video is because there's so many of you out there with goals and with dreams, with something you want to achieve in your life, but you're being dragged down by people who don't believe in your goals and dreams, or think that it's stupid, or have habits, weekly after work habits, or weekend habits that you don't want to have, but you don't understand that how powerful that law of association is. And I'm doing this video to help you understand that if you want to go out and fucking achieve something amazing in your life, and not everybody does, some people are just happy being average and normal, that's cool. But if you're watching me right now and you're trying to do something with your life that's going to make you happy and make others happy and bring you success and maybe bring you more money and bring you whatever you want, and you're going out and you're drinking, but you don't want to be doing that, or you have habits that you don't want to be doing, and it's stopping you from achieving your success, and people are dragging you down, and if that's happening to you and you're watching me right now, then this video is for you. Because the law of association is determining your success in life. It is determining the results that you are currently experiencing in your life. If you want success, if you want more happiness, if you want a better body, if you want more money, start surrounding yourself with people that have these things, and start removing the people from your life that are dragging you down. If you don't want something in your life, remove the people in your life that are bringing that shit into your life. Am I saying cut your friends out of your life? If it's that important to you. Or just simply limit your time with them and start spending the majority of your time with people who have what you want. So just to recap, the law of association is a fundamental law of the universe that cannot be fucked with. Just like the law of gravity, it is there, it does its thing, and you can't fuck with it. You can't get away from it. The law of association is that you will be the average of the five people you spend the most of your time with. It's that simple. If you don't want to be the person that your 5 closest people look like, then you're going to have to start finding 5 new people to spend the majority of your time with. And that's that. It's that simple. So for those of you watching me right now who do have goals and do have dreams, start understanding this law and start putting it into play. Start surrounding yourself with people that have what you want. Start surrounding yourself with success and happiness and health and fitness and positivity and motivation. It's not until you start really using this law to your advantage that you will start seeing the massive results in your life. So cut those fucking people out of your life that aren't adding value, and go and find some people who can change your life, who can add more value to your life, who can make you be a better person simply because of the law of association, basically. I would still be a meth addict today, an alcoholic, and a dropkick if I kept hanging around with my alcoholic, meth addict, dropkick friends. And that's as simple as that. Use the law of association to your benefit, to your advantage, and start going and creating whatever you want in your life by finding the people in your life that have exactly what you want and surround yourself with them. It's that simple. I hope everybody has an amazing night. If you guys have any questions or anything like that, flick them through to me. I do swear a lot, right? But I'm still a pretty happy-go-lucky guy. So if you got any questions, flick them through to me. Hope everybody has an amazing night. See ya.